evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Naram Promotions, The Real Deal podcast show. We've got a packed show for you tonight. Goodness gracious me. What a night it's going to be. I'm telling you, it's awesome tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As we always say, pray when you're going out, pray when you're coming in. And always remember, God is in control. Every time, ladies and gentlemen. So, we start off with a few jokes. We set the tone so that, we can keep it lighthearted. So here we go. So first one up, tonight. Here we go. I'm going to share that with you. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is awesome. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your first joke. Let's have it.
Jamaican go, they will break the rule there. Listen this.
Coming up in the news today, hundreds of Jamaicans were today turned away from hell because the devil says he does not want them up there because they only come in to make trouble and mash up his place. Reports are the Jamaicans are going down there with fraudulent means. They are traveling in wrong names and traveling on other people's debt certificates. But one of the report also said that the Jamaicans are installing fan fridges, air conditioners, and other cooling devices contrary to the laws of health. The report also said that the man was trying to overthrow Satan with his name Haile Louis, otherwise known as the Maroon Emperor. He was booked to appear before the Devil's Race Court next week, Tuesday.
Wherever a Jamaican go, they will break.
That was a good one. I'm telling you. So let's get the second one up. Here we go. Let's get that off the screen, and then we're going to go to the second joke. So here we go. We're going to share that with you. And let's get that going, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. We're ready to go. How are you feeling, ladies and gentlemen? It's going to be a great night. Here we go. Showing you another one. We got Kahaila in the back room. Coach Jody sitting in the wings, waiting. Here we go. A second joke of the night. Let's hear what it has to say.
My wife.
Yes.
I know I don't have much time left on this earth. But please, I have one request.
What?
Do me one favor.
Which one?
Once I'm gone, please marry James.
Why do you always hate him?
Yes, I want him to suffer too.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Enough of that. Now we go back to regular programming. So here we go. Okay. So my daughter Giovanna decided she wanted to change schools. She said, Mommy and Daddy, I don't like that school. Goodness. Now, little two-year-old Giovanna decided she didn't want to go to the school that she's going. Oh, yeah? So she said, no, not going to that one. Guess what we had to do? We had to change her school, right? So she's going to a new school on Monday. So big up to my daughter Giovanna and also her mom Nikisha. Here we go. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, let's switch gears right now. We've got Coach Jody in the background, and we got young Kayla as well. Ladies and gentlemen, they went to the Dominican Republic and they did absolutely well. I'm telling you. And they're going to talk about it right now. So like, share, subscribe, comment, and click that notification bell. It's going to get hot tonight. I'm telling you, they came third, right? Oh, yeah. So here we go. As we welcome on stage right now, Coach Jody. How's Coach Jody doing?
Hi everyone, I'm doing
Beautiful
fine.
Coach Jody, ladies and gentlemen. And we also have Grandma Darlene with Kahaila.
Good night.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the show after such a long time, but we said it's better to be late than never, right?
Yes.
So, ladies, and I'm gonna ask you, Coach Jody, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Thanks for asking. And
I know
yourself?
I know your schedule is full, and they're
Yes,
pulling you
it
from
is.
left and right and center. I'm telling you, it's a good look. So you got I heard your husband is not well, so we wish him and
Yes.
pray for him to get well very, very soon.
Yeah.
All right. So we know it's a whole lot on your plate, but you're up to the task. God has you in His arms. I'm telling you. So, um,
Yeah.
so tell me, Coach Jody, give me a kind of a rundown of the Dominican Republic. I know it's been a while for a lot of people, and
Right.
they want a refresher. So, can you give me a quick rundown? I know your schedule is full, but
Okay.
let me hear it from you.
All right. So we journeyed to Dominican Republic on the 20th of August. We returned on the 27th. We took 7 students/gymnasts, and a total of 18 persons were present. So we had representatives from families and friends. There were over 34 different countries competing. The event lasted 2 days. We competed the first day. We were split in different teams based on the levels of the students. The students did very well. Out of the 7 students, gymnasts who participated, we got a total of 24 medals. And also for the USAG Team Award, we actually came third.
Awesome.
Yes, awesome. Outside of that, we had a few students, including Kahaila, who is their first time traveling out of country here in Jamaica. Some of them had grand experiences. They actually had a train on the resort. We don't really ride on trains anymore in Jamaica. It's for persons who were born back then. Our students now and gymnasts have no idea what it is to sit on a train, but they did. They enjoyed it. They loved it. This train in particular, it was open so you could see the view. So you just went in, you sat down, and you saw all the view all the way around the resort. For the competition itself, I want to congratulate the students, gymnasts, including Kahaila. Being in your country and competing is different from traveling internationally and competing. When you see so many other gymnasts competing, warming up, doing skills, some of them may look better than you. It's a little intimidating. But nonetheless, for them to actually go out there at one point, they were really, really nervous. And I had to get into my coach mode. I said, look, pull it together. This is not where you fall apart. A lot of persons are rooting for you, and all I can ask for is your best. If your best is not getting a medal, it is your best. If your best is getting a medal, that's what I need from you, your best. So after the first apparatus, they kind of came over that nervousness and fear. They pulled together and they medal. And I'm super proud because there are kids who go there and don't medal at all.
Absolutely.
I am proud of them.
it's a wonderful experience for them, and to be led by someone who's as cool and calm in the heat of battle as you are. It's an amazing thing. Now, I've been told, so let me kind of switch gears a little bit, and I'm going to come back to you, Coach Jody. Hello, Taylor. How are you doing?
Good night. I want to sleep.
I know it's late for you, but it's good to see you. And we're happy that all of you went there and got back. I wish I had a few more of your team members to talk to tonight, but
hold on. Hassania?
all right. Beautiful.
My daughter is here and Sarah is here. San.
And you're hiding her?
Hold on, just give me a minute. Let me
Sure.
get.
Let me take your time. We all
Uh,
want to see them.
okay, they're coming.
And maybe one of these days we can get the entire team in front of the camera. So
On either side.
It's a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah. Hello guys. How you doing?
I'm fine.
All right. So we got a few of you here, and that's a beautiful thing. How was the trip for Old
It was
Festival?
good. It was amazing.
It was amazing. All right. You want to go back?
You're nice.
Huh? You want to go back?
Yes.
You gotta work hard though. You gotta
She's
train
one
hard,
of
right?
Sarah is actually a past schoolmate of Kahaila. Kahaila has moved on to high school, but
Right.
Sarah's still at Great Start, and it was also her first time too.
Awesome. That's a beautiful thing. And I'm sure it's gonna be lots more for you. You're gonna work hard. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm rooting for all of you. All right. So I know Coach Jody's gonna hold it together. So mommy's in the house. So Kahaila, so you moved on to high school.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you're gonna continue, right? Yes. Are we gonna continue
She
the
may
gymnastics?
she may continue or she may not continue because what persons probably not know is that Kahila is very good at athletics and they have a good athletics program at Skills.
So
So classes might clash. So it's a
right,
possibility to just
track.
do track and field because she's really good at it. But we're always here whenever she wants to come back. We're always waiting.
All right, so the doors are open. There you go. I'm ready. Yeah. So no pressure, Kahaila. Just figure it out as you go along, and you get comfortable in high school. You're gonna see your way through as you go along. But it was a great experience. You enjoyed the Dominican Republic?
Yes, I
Yes.
did.
What was the best part of it? Tell me.
Ordering room service.
Right. Oh yeah, that's good. I hope it was all inclusive, right? Right. So what did you order?
Burger and fries.
Burger and fries. All right. So there's no yam and dumplings, right?
No.
Of course, she just
Coach Jody, you said something.
we have Jamaican cuisine, but you have to go to the buffet setting to partake of that room service. It's not offered during room service time, and it was a 24-hour room service. But if you wanted the Jamaican jerk chicken or you wanted the yam and the dumpling and the banana, they had those. Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you tell me about the atmosphere. Was it accepting to our culture? You the team going in? Did they roll
Yes.
out the red carpet? What happened?
It's very receptive for our culture. They actually love our culture, and their culture is not so much different from ours in terms of vibrant, having the Caribbean flavor. They made sure there were dishes there. We didn't get our signature ackee and saltfish, of course, but we had food that we were used to from Jamaica here. So persons felt more at home ordering the different things that they would have had back at home. The staff, they were great. The other individuals, the other contestants, we passed them walking up and down in, of course, their signature gymnastics shirts. They were very warm, and it was a grand time for everyone.
Awesome. How about the language barrier? Did that pose a problem?
No, it did not pose a problem because there are persons there who were bilingual. If it's a case where you went to any one of the 15 restaurants that was a part of the resort, if you spoke to someone who was fluent in Spanish, they would find someone who's bilingual. If it's a case where we couldn't, they would just take out the phone, speak in Spanish, you read it in English, and you did it. So technology played a good part in it. So no, not like before.
Amazing, amazing. That's awesome. And tell me about the resort. How was it? Was it a 5 star? Was it good? How did you feel about?
It's not yet a 5 star, but I'm telling you the ambiance and the sereneness, it's breathtaking. It's the type of atmosphere that you want to wake up to every morning. It's peaceful, it's calming. They have different activities going on for the entire day. For us, we were privy to having dance classes. We had Spanish classes. They had where you could go and play different games. They had an entire section for kids, a kids club where if the older persons wanted to go and experience something on their own, the children were well taken care of. It's just breathtakingly beautiful.
Awesome. And tell me about the competition itself, because at one point you said you had to go to different locations. How close
Well,
was it to the hotel, and
no, it's
what was the difficulty level getting from one point to the other?
All right, so it was at the same location. However, we had to split in different groups based on the levels that the students were participating in because they had baby gymnastics, they had futuristics, they had USAG levels 1 to 10, and you had persons who
What
were
what
between.
what does that mean for the audience? So can you kind of break?
Okay. So baby gymnastics is for the smaller ones, the ones who are just coming in and they're just be getting used to it and they're taking their time. And that goes up to 8 years old. The reason being is that you have 8 year olds who are doing gymnastics for the very first time. And despite being 8 years old, it means that this is very new for you. Then you had something called futuristics, which would be a level higher than baby gymnastics. And this is where Kahaila participated. It goes up to 12 years old and you get to showcase what you can do as well as coming in new. However, the most challenging aspects of it started at USAG, United States of America Amateur Gymnastics. They have from levels 1 to 10, and you will see where it becomes very technical. And this is most persons would have been familiar with small bells and so these are the levels that they competed in. And then when they became professionals, they were now called seniors.
Okay, wonderful, great, great details. And so during the entire competition, was there any injuries?
No, we had zero injuries.
Wonderful. And
Zero.
how did your team, you can break it down for me because I know it's a split team. How would you analyze their whole performance from start to finish?
Okay, so like I had said before, they were a bit nervous. The beauty about this time around is that the more experienced ones on the team, like my daughter here to the right, she did USAG level 1. They were the first to go. So Kahela and the others got to sit and actually watch. So they were
Wonderful.
able to see everything that was happening, and that kind of took down their level of nervousness, the anxiety, and all of that. It knocked it down a notch because then they saw that other persons do make mistakes too. You know, they were not the only ones who were nervous. They got to see their fears reflected in other athletes who were going on before them. So then when it was their time, they were just eager and raring to go. One particular student, she ran ahead before it was her time. I had to run her down and say, no, 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 you have to wait your turn. It's like she was just excited and bubbling and just ready to go. So collectively, they both did well in terms of the two teams that we were separated in. However, one segment, when the first half was finished, we had to go next door where they were the medal presentations. And while we were at the medal presentation, the next set, which would have been Kahaila set for the baby gymnastics and futuristics, they were going right ahead and it overlapped. So I had to leave the medal presentation early and I had to send one of the senior members of the team to start warming up with them while I was preparing to go. So we actually did not even get to take a professional picture with all the other teams that came first and second since we had finished third. We missed that because I had to run back because I didn't want them to not see me. Because, you know, as a coach, it's important to not just prepare the students, but to physically be there with the students so they can understand that, look, I'm here with you, I'm in it with you. Because when they don't see you, all the nervousness, all the fear, everything just comes right back and it comes 10 times. So I had to be there with them. So the other persons from the previous team, they understood and they were just happy that they got third place. So it never really mattered. And they sat in the audience, they cheered them on, they clapped for them, they said, oh, you can do it, and gave them a little boost. And like I said, after the first apparatus, they kind of came into their own.
Wonderful. So let me ask you this: how many teams were there in its entirety in both categories?
Close to 34.
Wow! And you said the team came third.
We came third in the USAG. Yes, USAG level 1. We finished third as a team.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's a beautiful achievement. So, what are your takeaways from the competition? What would you do differently now?
All right. So differently, what I would do is what I originally planned to do, but amplify it a little. For the persons who are new, I think Kahaila and the others just got one opportunity to perform in front of an audience in terms of a competition here in the country. So one thing I would actually do differently is to have several other activities going on, even if it's just friends and families or random persons within the community, just to say, hey, come, you know, just to get a part of it. If it's a school event or something where you have a lot of persons watching, to have them be okay with competing and watching other persons, because sometimes they think that looking at them means, oh, they're looking at me because they're expecting me to make a mistake, not necessarily thinking that they're looking at me to see what I can do. So I would
Right.
have given them a little more exposure, and there are plans set in place to do this. Before we went over, we had several camps where they bonded as a team, and that was very fruitful because then persons knew each other weaknesses and they knew when they went up on an apparatus that would have been their weakest. Then they started you cheering, you can do this, let's go, you got this, you know, kind of boosting them. So that was very good bonding as a team. So going forward, the main thing I would do is actually have them experience more of being out there in the public and competing for their level of comfort and confidence to increase.
I'm wonderful, Coach Jody, and that's absolutely critical to the program. And I know you're going to be expanding, and there's some new news in the works, and I'm not going to touch on that. I'm allowing you to give me the permission to touch on it. But whenever
You
it happens, please let me know. All right. So, you know, how does anyone get in contact with you to join the program?
All right, so we have a website. We are on TikTok. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We are on the social media platforms. And also, we can, well, I gave you my number the last time. You can
Right.
WhatsApp us, right? And we will respond to you. If it's a case where you're at a school, you're not too far for me to find you. As long as you're interested and you're serious about it, I will meet with you. I will find ways in which we can develop the students. They don't have to have any experience. They just need to be willing to learn.
So can you spell out that number and the social media contact for us? And I'm gonna
Okay.
also put it in the comment section in a few minutes. So go ahead, Coach Jody.
All right. 876 337 2968.
Wonderful, wonderful. And this in a social media contact.
All right. So the name of the school is Painite, PAINITE _academy.
Wonderful,
That
wonderful. Yes. That's Coach Jody. So, young ones, and let's get you first before we go. What I'm sure you want to thank Coach Jody, even if it's mommy. Go ahead. Let's say a thank you. Auntie Darlene.
Yes, sir. Thank
Yes, I
you.
know.
Thank you all. Thanks special to Auntie Jody for taking time out with Kahaila. I know she loved the experience and the way she talk. I know she would love to go back. But starting this Monday, she will be doing some athletics training. So she will be doing athletics. So Coach Jody, we'll visit you and we'll still keep in touch.
of course. And whenever she has a meet, once I get noticed, I'll take all the girls to come and support. Nonetheless, we're still a team, even if it's a different sport.
There you
Okay,
go. That's a
okay.
beautiful
Thanks a
thing.
lot.
I like that unity there. It's a beautiful thing, and the audience, I'm sure, loves it. And how your little daughters there? You're gonna say thank you, mommy? Yeah, yes.
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Did I hear you? All right. So, Coach Jody, it's a blessing, and I'm gonna keep following all of you, and also keep a close. If there's anything I can do on my end, please all of you reach out to me, and I'll do what I can from my end. However, keep it going, keep strong, all of you, and Coach Jody, we wish you long life, good health, good strength, and keep it up because guess what? It works for the youngsters and it's a beautiful thing, and you're doing great, and we are all proud of you. So, any words before we go? The floor is yours.
Okay, just one final thing, Kahila. I will find you anywhere you are if you don't give this track and field 100%.
Yeah,
Don't care who your coach is. I will find you and I will pull it out of you. You have it in you. Go out there and do yourself proud. And I'm rooting for you. Okay?
awesome,
Thank
awesome,
you.
awesome. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Coach Jody, Auntie Darlene, and all the kids. We say
Yes.
we love you, and we're rooting for all of you to
Love you
just do your
too.
best. As Coach Jody said, do your best. That's all we ask, and we're
Thanks
always
for the
here.
program and thanks to
And
everyone.
Auntie
Thank you.
Darlene,
Thank you.
yes, man, strong as ever. Coach Jody, it's all love, and we
All
say
right.
one love to everyone. God bless you all, and thank you for being here. And we'll keep in touch. Thank you,
You're
ladies.
more than welcome. Bye. Say bye,
All
girls.
right,
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
all
Love
right,
you.
Okay, bye bye.
all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right. All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful thing. Welcome back to Nara Promotions, the Real Deal Podcast Show. I'm telling you, what a beautiful thing. That was Coach Jody and the gymnastics team with Kayla and her daughters were part of the team too. It's a beautiful thing. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What a lovely group. I'm telling you. Beautiful. We're gonna keep of what they're doing and their development, and we'll bring it to you here on Naram Promotions Real Deal Podcast Show. At this point in time, we're gonna move on to the Tokyo. Ladies and gentlemen, did you see what happened in Tokyo? I'm telling you, with the men's 4x1, if you they drop the baton in the heats. You know, it's unfortunate. However, it's not the end of the road for them. You know, we look to the next meet, but they just gotta get it together. But it was a formidable team, and we must say they look good in their execution. As I said, they dropped the baton, and let's take a look at it.
Like they're bouncing back,
sure, so correct me
finding
if
their
I'm
feet
wrong
in
there.
the post-Bolt era. Something went wrong for the Jamaican.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was unfortunate, but we say congratulations to the team, nevertheless, because they did a wonderful job. So, in any case, we have some great news on the women's side. You know what I mean? The dependable women, you know what I mean? They came in and they did the business. You know what I mean? They took care of business. So let's have a look at that on the women's 4x100 meters relay. This was in the heats, ladies and gentlemen. They won their heat, so this is in Tokyo. So here we go.
Netherlands 6.
That was amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, that was quick. It's the season's best for the team, and we wish them all the best. And as we move on into other news here, and can you imagine Chinese workers strike in Jamaica? I just can't get that one. I don't understand that one. Can somebody let me understand that one? Because the Chinese workers were working on the hospital, and that's the what we call the Corner Region Hospital. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. And they were not getting their money, so they had to strike. So here we go. Let's hear what's going on here. And this was amazing to see this. It's say no money, no work. that was hilarious, you know. No money, no work, you know what I mean? So those are the Chinese. So let's move on. Did anyone see the school buses that those yellow school buses in their rural area in one of those parishes in Jamaica? One was spotted in St. Mary, and I want to just share that with you so you can see what it looks like. And it was amazing. It's a good look. To see that there's a dedicated transportation for the students. How it was hard it's left to be desired, but here we go. Let's check it out. This was in St. Mary, I think it was, and
School bus. Rural school bus.
okay, so that was a good look. Right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The school buses are up and running. So while we were having fun, there was a lot of rains in Jamaica, and I think there was some flooding, if I remember right. And we want to bring that to you right now. It's the rainy season right now. It's still the hurricane season in Jamaica. So I'm urging everyone, in Jamaica to take precautions because this can happen real quick, and you don't want to be caught unprepared. So this was what happened yesterday, and here we go.
Yesterday in Jamaica, as I mentioned earlier, there was some pretty significant flooding. So there is a tropical wave which is in the Central Caribbean right now. The axis of it is currently passing Jamaica, or has passed Jamaica rather. So as we switch to the surface chart here, we can see that tropical wave. And there we can see two others out there. So that most recent one is the next one being watched for some development over the next couple of days, although nothing is expected for the short term as conditions are not the most ideal. And here we can see that being reflected on the National Hurricane Center's graphic, 20% formation chance. So it's going to be moving westward and then to the west-northwest. So it may make a curve. And when it enters that yellow shaded area, that is when it may attempt to get itself together. As of right now, models are not showing too much becoming of the system. And then this is the cone forecast for Tropical Storm Gabrielle. So Gabrielle is currently sustaining maximum winds around 50 miles per hour and accelerating to the northwest at 13 miles.
So that's not a threat to the Jamaica, but as I said, it's the hurricane season. Please prepare, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you a video that, of some people who are on the ground experiencing this yesterday in real time. And, a lot of people got caught outside and we're not prepared. So, as I said, I don't always be prepared. This is hurricane season. Take it seriously. Here we go. Let's check this out.
Welcome like a storm. Welcome back to Power and Soul Lifestyle. A storm out here, guys. Right, I know enough people have stranded. I don't know them I reach up tonight. Yeah. I tell you the truth, rough out here. A piece of rain. Lord God. Hey. A piece of rain and fall. Yo, we feel like we go back on my yard, Call him, because this look good enough. Yeah, man, because right now I feel like we go back on my yard, brother. But yeah, man. Yeah, man, a star guy. I don't know. Now show no what I go on. Look there. A star. A star. Right now, enough people have stranded right at the gas station here. What's it? Oh, what a storm. Yeah, man, people stranded out here, man. Oh, man. Rough. Serious piece of rain, this, you know? When you get the news and say flash flood warning, it's a whole heap of place that got flood out, you know? Yeah, man, but the warning already.
We must say that there was reports of flooding. If you saw any flooding in your area, have any clips of that, you can send it in to us here at Naram Promotions Real Deal Podcast Show, and we'll put those clips up. So keep safe. It's hurricane season, guys. Be prepared. Get your flashlight, your canned goods, your dry goods, and so on, and secure them, because guess what? The season is not over just yet. But we're going to move on. This was an eventful week, and we also had the Honorable Andrew Holness being sworn in this week as the Prime Minister of Jamaica. He continues in his third term, and this was part of the ceremony. So we're going to bring that up to you quick to see, so you can see the signing in. For those who did not see it, here we go. Let's check it out. This is the Governor General speaking, and the Prime Minister will be taking the oath in a couple of seconds. Here we go. So
reflect the will of the people and ensure the orderly governance of our nation. May our country under God increase in beauty, fellowship, and service, not only for ourselves, but as a beacon to the wider world. The Governor General Secretary will now read the instrument of appointment for the Prime Minister, after which he will take and subscribe to the oath of allegiance and the oath of office.
To Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, greetings. Whereas the office of the Prime Minister is vacant, now, therefore, I, Patrick Linton Allen, Governor General of Jamaica, in exercise of the power conferred on me by subsection 1 of section 70 of the Constitution of Jamaica, do hereby appoint you, being a member of the House of Representatives, to be Prime Minister. Given under my hand and the broad seal of Jamaica at King's House this 16th day of September in the year of our Lord 2025 and the 4th year of the reign of His Majesty King Charles III.
I used to pay $178 a month for car insurance. Now check it out. I'm only paying $34 a month. The insurance giants don't want to.
Here we go.
I, Andrew Michael Holness, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica. I, Andrew Michael Holness, being appointed Prime Minister, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will, to the best of my judgment at all times when required so to do, freely give my counsel and advice to the Governor General or any other person for the time being lawfully performing the functions of that office for the good management of the public affairs of Jamaica. And I do further solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will not, on any account, at any time whatsoever, disclose the counsel, advice, opinion, or vote of any particular minister or parliamentary secretary, and that I will not, except with the authority of the cabinet and to such extent as may be required for the good management of the affairs of Jamaica, directly or indirectly, reveal the business or proceedings of the cabinet or the nature or contents of any documents communicated to me as a minister or any matter coming to my knowledge in my capacity as such, and that in all things I will be a true and faithful Prime Minister.
And this now is the signing of that declaration. He's now and again the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
The Governor General, Sir Patrick Allen, signing the instrument of office. And it is official. Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness has been sworn in to office and is now being presented with the instrument of office.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct privilege to present to the Honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness the instrument with which he will now execute the office and lead this our nation forward. Here.
A historic moment indeed. And the standard there was just broken right before we got to that shot. Signaling.
Ladies and gentlemen, we say congratulations to the Honorable, I think, Dr. Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica, in his third term. And we say Godspeed as you, we wish for you and pray for you to continue to uplift the people of Jamaica, uplift the country of Jamaica, and also make us proud on the world stage. And we say congratulations, Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness. So, to all the former Alport workers were disenfranchised from their pensions, I urge you now to contact Mr. Owen Witter. It's important that you do. All right, so please contact Mr. Owen Witter immediately, and you'll get some valuable information. And also, we're going to move forward into announcing a few things that's going to be happening here on Naram Promotions, the Real Deal podcast show. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and click that notification bell, because on September 27th, Jamaican will be here live from his store overseas, and he's way out there. And I'm telling you, he's going to be here live, ladies and gentlemen. Jamaican is on tour, and I think he landed in Australia, and he's moving on to another destination, and he'll be coming to us live on the 27th of September right here to tell his story and tell you about his journey. So stay tuned. And also on, let's see, the 22nd on Monday, we have, so hold on, let's get Jamaican up here. Yeah, so that's the 27th of September. So make sure you check in, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be here live. You can look on your screen and you can see. You can go on YouTube. You can go on Facebook. You can go on Instagram and so on, and you'll find this is the link. So we'll be there on the 22nd with Jamaican. It's going to be a big deal. Also, on the 22nd, that's on Monday. That's PIP Mondays, right? Miss Dion Curtis will be here live to talk about these school uniforms and give you some insights of how to get your school uniforms made if you want to learn the trade and so on. And she's going to give you her experience going through hundreds and thousands of uniforms of a lot of people over the decades. So she'll be here live on Monday. So big up to Mrs. Dion Curtis, who's going to be here live on the show on Monday. So, ladies and gentlemen, on the 29th, Naughty Virtue was going to be here on the show live to talk about his new hit single. He will be here to talk about Wake Up and Live. It's doing a lot of stuff across the globe, and I'm telling you, this is a big deal. It's tearing up the world on the 2-time rhythm, and I'm telling you, you need to check it out. But on the 29th, right here, ladies and gentlemen, on Naram Promotions, the Real Deal podcast show, Naughty Virtue is going to be talking to you up close and personal. So, one thing is for sure that when they're on the show, we're going to open the phone lines so you can tell your friend, or you can call in and wish them well or ask a question and keep it clean. All right, or we'll block you. So check it out on the 29th, ladies and gentlemen. Naughty Virtue will be right here. And let's move on to the next subject. DJ Asher D made his debut on Passion Radio. And I want to share that with you because when he dropped the Naughty Virtue, Wake Up and Live, it ripped up the airwaves in the entire world. That is because it ripped up Europe, it ripped up the West, and the listenership and the viewership, the ticker was off the scale, and it was big and bad. He came back in a big bad way. So DJ Ashley, let me I'll share a little bit of that with you. Let's see. Let's get it on my screen here. We're gonna turn that over to you in a second, because I'm telling you, Asha D made a big move here, and it is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I think I got that on my screen here. So let's share this video. Let's get to it. DJ Asha D debuts, and here we go. Let's get that on. Yep, DJ Ashley, there you go. That's just a clip of what's happening. So you're going to check out passionuk.com. We're going to be talking about it a lot more, ladies and gentlemen, because this was a big deal on Friday when he burst back on the scene. And he's a producer. You can check with last Wednesday's podcast. He laid it out here and exactly what he's doing, what the future looks like, and where he's going with this. And it looks good. So check him out on passionuk.com. It's going to be a big deal every Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. And you don't want to miss it. Big up to Asha D. It's a good look. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk a little bit about U.S. immigration. We got 3 clips here for you regarding the Congress making, passing a law that you need to know about. So you want to sit back and check this out. Like, share, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell. This is a big deal. So after that, after U.S. immigration, we're going to talk about some community news and community events, and then we close the show. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and click that notification bell here. So let's bring to this new immigration reform that was passed by Congress, and it was monumental. That I can tell you. So let's bring that to the stage right now. And you need to pass this information on to others that need to hear it. Here we go. So let's get that going.
Hold up. A massive, game-changing immigration law just dropped in the United States, and it's shaking things up for millions of immigrants. You won't believe what Congress just announced. It could rewrite your future in America. Stick around until the end, because this news is honestly too big to miss, and we're breaking it all down for you. Hey, patriots and truth seekers, welcome back to the U.S. Embassy News Updates channel. Buckle up, because what's happening in Washington right now is honestly straight-up jaw-dropping. The United States Congress just unveiled a historic immigration reform that's sending shockwaves across the nation. This isn't just another headline, it's a turning point that could totally redefine life for millions of immigrants living in the United States. Want the full scoop? Keep watching, because we're diving deep into every detail of this breaking news that's got everyone talking. Today, Congress dropped a bombshell, a brand new immigration reform that's promising a brighter future for immigrants dreaming of legally living and working in America. But hold on, there's a catch. Alongside this announcement comes a strict new rule that's going to hit permanent residents hard. If you've got a green card, listen up, because this could change everything. There's a new condition you must meet to keep your status secure, and it's raising eyebrows nationwide. Here's the deal. Nobody saw this coming. With President Donald Trump back in the White House since January 20th, his tough on immigration stance has been front and center. Yet, in a stunning twist, both Republicans and Democrats have teamed up in a way we've never seen before. This bipartisan move is a historic first, a united front pushing through an immigration reform that could transform the lives of millions who've been grinding, paying taxes, and chasing the American dream. So, what's this new law all about? Let's break it down. First and foremost, the government is doubling down on prioritizing United States citizens. That means anyone without citizenship, whether you're a permanent resident with a green card, a temporary visa holder, a student, or a worker, will now be classified simply as a non-citizen. Yup, even green card holders, that golden ticket to living and working legally in the United States, are facing tougher rules. Under this reform, they're on the same playing field as other non-citizens, which means stricter regulations, and in some cases the risk of arrest or even deportation. Now here's where things get spicy. This reform shakes up the deportation game in a big way. Before, you needed a serious rap sheet, think major crimes or multiple offenses, to face deportation as a legal resident. But now, a single DUI, that's driving under the influence, conviction could land you in hot water. That's right, just one slip-up, even if it's considered a minor offense in your state, could trigger an immigration process that ends with you being sent packing. And get this, simply admitting to a DUI, even without a conviction, could be enough to start deportation proceedings. Experts are warning that this could impact thousands of legal permanent residents, international students, and visa holders who've had even a minor brush with the law. The message from Congress is crystal clear. The United States is tightening the screws on non-citizens while still offering a path forward through this reform. It's a bold move to balance opportunity with law and order, prioritizing the safety of American citizens. But there's more you need to know, so don't click away. This next part is critical. Here's the most hard-hitting part of this reform. The new law states that any non-citizen convicted of, or even admitting to, crimes tied to driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs will be deemed inadmissible and deportable. That includes green card holders, folks. Many permanent residents assume their green card is a golden shield, guaranteeing them a lifelong stay in the United States. Not anymore. Under this reform, a DUI conviction means your status is revoked, your green card is gone, and you're out of the country, with no chance of coming back. That's a game changer, and it's got the immigrant community on edge. Let's break down the two big pillars of this law. First, expanded grounds for inadmissibility. The United States Immigration Code now includes stricter rules. If you're convicted of a DUI, admit to committing one, or even acknowledge the basic elements of the offense, you're automatically labeled inadmissible. In plain English, that means the door to the United States is slammed shut, even if you haven't served jail time. Second, tougher deportation rules. Any non-citizen convicted of a DUI, regardless of how it's classified locally, whether it's a misdemeanor or a felony, faces deportation. The federal law doesn't care about state-level distinctions. A DUI is now a one-way ticket to an immigration case. Why the crackdown? Lawmakers say it's about protecting Americans. They argue that risky behavior, like driving under the influence, could lead to serious accidents, injuries, or even deaths. By targeting non-citizens, including those with legal status, Congress is sending a loud message: follow the law or face the consequences. But wait, there's another layer to this. The reform introduces a stricter requirement for good moral character, which is a key factor for anyone hoping to become a United States citizen. A DUI isn't just a slap on the wrist anymore, it's a deal breaker. Commit this offense, and you're not only risking deportation but also kissing your shot at citizenship goodbye. This is a seismic shift, and it's reshaping how immigrants navigate life in the United States. This new law is a historic moment, but it's also a wake-up call. Congress and President Trump are drawing a hard line. Only United States citizens have full protection. Everyone else, including green card holders, is under a microscope with stricter rules than ever before. The takeaway? If you're not a citizen, one mistake, like a DUI, could cost you your residency and your future in America. This reform opens doors for some but comes with serious warnings for others. The big question now is this the start of an even tougher immigration policy? Here at Channel Name, we're committed to
So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. Things have changed forever and ever. And I've been talking about this for quite some time, and it's now here. and it's here in a big, big way. And it's not going to get any better right now. So there's a lot more in the pipe that's going to come down the pipe all through the next 3+ years. So just brace yourself. It's going to get a lot. They're going to turn it up. It's going to get a lot worse from here. So speak to an immigration specialist. Speak to an immigration attorney. Know before you go. And also H-1B visas. $100,000 has to be paid now. It's now law. So let's check that out for a second. It is now law. It has changed. The proclamation has been signed, and the president will speak about it just about right now. So let's bring that on stage. It's President Donald Trump signing the proclamation, and let's get the volume up.
Thank you, Mr. President. One of the most abused visa systems in our current immigration system has been the H-1B non-immigrant visa program. This is supposed to allow highly skilled laborers who work in fields that Americans don't work in to come into the United States of America. What this proclamation will do is raise the fee that companies pay to sponsor H-1B applicants to $100,000. This will ensure that the people they're bringing in are actually very highly skilled and that they're not replaceable by American workers. So it'll protect American workers, but ensure that companies have a pathway to hire truly extraordinary people and bring them to the United States.
We need workers. We need workers. We need great workers. And this pretty much ensures that that's what's going to happen. I think, Sean, do you agree with that?
Well, they're $100,000 per year. So the whole idea is no more will these big tech companies or other big companies train foreign workers. They have to pay the government $100,000, then they have to pay the employee. So it's just not economic. If you're going to train somebody, you're going to train one of the recent graduates from one of the great universities across our land, train Americans, stop bringing in people to take our jobs. That's the policy here, $100,000 a year for H-1B visas, and all of the big companies are on board. We've spoken to them about the gold card.
They love it. They love it. They really love it. They need it.
Thank you, Mr. President. One of the most abused visa systems.
So you heard it, ladies and gentlemen, the price just went up. And I'm sure with that, there's going to be a lot more vetting of the workers they're going to send forward if they're going to lay out that kind of money. So this is a big, big deal. So the H-1B visas, ladies and gentlemen, just went up. And the businesses that want to, get workers to send abroad to work, they're going to pay $100,000 per year. That's a big deal. So let's stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe, comment, click that notification bell. I've got one more U.S. immigration video to share with you, and this has to do with the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service will be hiring special agents in October. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This is a first. So this is a big, big deal. And this is actually breaking. This is no joke. So let's check that out right now. Let's get to it. Where's that video? Let's get this one out of here. And let's cue this up and get it going. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get that on stage here. And this is it. Let's cue that up and bring that on stage. In October, this is going to be a big deal. USCIS will be hiring special agents. Let's listen to this.
Why is it such big news that USCIS is going to start hiring and training special agents in October? Well, it's massive news because it's the first time that USCIS receives direct federal law enforcement powers. So basically, it's the first time that USCIS officers can arrest individuals, can carry firearms, can execute warrants. Up until now, immigration enforcement within the US rested with ICE. It was ICE that was responsible for this. And when it came to border security, it was CBP that was responsible for this. And besides this being a major shift in immigration enforcement, which makes it big news, there's also a big question about the legality of all of this, because when in 2003 the Department of Homeland Security was formed, purposely the immigration functions were split between USCIS handling immigration benefits, ICE handling immigration law enforcement, and CBP handling border security and law enforcement at the border. So this is a major change and seemingly eliminates the reason for that split of function, which was to separate and prevent conflicts and maintain the impartiality of the agency USCIS that adjudicates immigration benefits from the agencies ICE and CBP that enforce immigration laws. So because of this, many are anticipating, including me, legal challenges to this before it or when it takes effect. So it's massive news because all of a sudden USCIS and USCIS officers who review immigration applications and petitions will also have powers to enforce immigration laws, including arresting immigrants and applicants for immigration benefits in the
So this is amazing, ladies and gentlemen, because now the game has shifted. And as you can see, USCIS are hiring special agents. So U.S. Citizen and Immigration Service can now enforce the law. So it's going to be rolling out. They're hiring in October, so I guess there's going to be a lot of legal challenges. But we'll see how that pans out in the next few weeks, and let's see where it goes from here, because this is a big deal. And boy, I tell you, this is amazing. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell. We're going to also be talking about the new dates for Hot Gossip. So we're in dialogue with Mr. Lee and also Ishi and also DJ Latta. And you know he's dealing with some international business, so he'll be back here soon. In what capacity, I do not know. He may be here in and out. So when he gets back, he will let you know, because as I said, he's taking care of some things overseas. So big up to DJ Latta. Also, Dragon Force, we keep listening out for that date, and the Mad Squad when they'll be coming on to give their story. And also the Naram family, listen out for that date. It's coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. So we're getting closer. So like, share, subscribe, comment, click that notification bell. And so we're going to move on into community news. And as you know, on the 28th of September, Rakesh's memorial on Well Road in New Forest on September 28th, 2025. Please support the family. As you know, Rakesh passed a year ago. He leaves behind a wife and children, and they need your support. So on the 28th of September on Well Road in New Forest District in Manchester, please go there and show your support. It will be highly appreciated from everyone. So we say thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and for in advance to turn out and support Rakesh. Also, on September 22nd, that's Monday, on PIP Mondays, remember, right here at Naram Promotions, the Real Deal Podcast Show, we'll have Mrs. Dion Curtis from Dee's School Uniform from Junction in St. Elizabeth will be on here to speak about her story and her business and about the school uniforms and about the history of it, and give you some tips and so on about school uniforms. We say big up to Miss D. We're looking forward to seeing Miss D on Monday, hopefully all being well. So we say big up to Miss D. Like, share, subscribe, comment. She'll be on here on Monday, God's willing. So thank you, Miss D. And also remember on the 26th of September, Gallus Anthem will be on with DJ Kino. That's a big deal. Big up to DJ Kino. He'll be here. You'll be hearing from him some more. But he has Gallus Anthem, the birthday celebration. It's called a street dance edition on Friday, September 26, 2025 at Wayne's Bar in Bentown, Comapen. Big up to DJ Kino. Also, we have on the 27th, right here at Naram Promotions, the Real Deal Podcast Show, we're going to have Jamaican live. I'm telling you. Jamaican is currently on tour. And as I said, he touched down in Australia and he's heading on to another country. And I'm telling you, this is going to be a big deal. So on the 27th, right here, like, share, subscribe, comment, click that notification bell to know when we come on, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss this. He's going to be talking to you from all across the world. So he's way out there, thousands and thousands of miles away in a country that I'll leave him to tell you. It's way out there, ladies and gentlemen. So he'll give you that experience on the 27th, live right here at Naram Promotions, the Real Deal Podcast Show. And on the 29th of September, Naughty Virtue will be here live to talk about. He's going to be talking about his brand new hit single called Wake Up and Live. It's tearing up the airwaves across the globe. And we're going to have him live on the show. We can't wait for that. It's going to be a big deal. So remember, on September 29th, right here on Naram Promotions Real Deal Podcast Show, we have Naughty Virtue coming in to tell you about his massive hit single, Wake Up and Live. He's done it again, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Naughty Virtue, who will be here live and in charge. Here we go. So, also we have Odette and Sandra will be having their October 4th Scent Best Togetherness party in Queens, New York. And this is going to be at Compound at 190-01 Linden Boulevard in Queens, New York. And you're going to be entertained by DJ Andy, Echo Stone, Troy, and the Big Bad Glamour Wayne. Big up to Odette. It's a big deal. And let's see, on October 26th, we're going to have Book It in Junction City Junction, St. Elizabeth on October 26th. And it's going to be a big deal. It's called a Paint the City Edition. And tickets are almost sold out. So check it out at Dimitri's in Santa Cruz. And Yardman Gas Station in Junction, Out of Space in Junction, Jackie's Wholesale in Junction, and Ultimate Dining in Mandeville. You want to check that out. This is a big deal, guys. October 26th. Big up to Paint the City with the Impact family. They're doing a great, marvelous job. So check them out on October 26th. Don't miss it. Here we go. And also, Muma Sketel will have her annual December 6th party. It's every year she does this, and it's a big deal. So we say hats off to her. You'll have Tic Tac Sound, DJ Splendid, and the whole crew at Time Is Now Car Wash in Prospect District in Manchester. Don't miss it. This is going to be a big deal. Also, December 26th, Boxing Day, ladies and gentlemen, you have Otis and Randy who will be hosting their Boxing Day event at Mango Tree Bar at Turnatop District in Manchester. It is a big, big deal. And this is going to be awesome. I'm telling you. Oh, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, December 26th, don't miss it. You're going to have the big band Eagle Force and also Fire Blacks, DJ Fire Blacks will be there. So, check it out. Oh, yeah, that's a big deal. I'm telling you. So, let's move on to a couple of things here. As I said, I just wanted to remind you that on the 27th, Jamaica will be here on Nara Promotions, the Real Deal Podcast Show. On Monday, we'll have Miss Dion Curtis with the school uniform. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and click the notification bell. And if you remember, we also have Nadia Bertio, who's going to be here. And when is that? Do you remember? Let me remind you. On the 29th, talk about his Wake Up and Live, brand new hit single. On the Two-Time Rhythm, it's going places. This is Nara Promotions, the Real Deal Podcast Show, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to have you here. And we say, it's one love every time. God bless you all. Pray when you're going out. Pray when you're coming in. And always remember, God is in control. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of the show. And we'll see you on the next show. When is that? On Monday. Yeah, it'll be Mondays. And that's when you have one. Crazy Mondays too. What a show it was. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. We're going to close the show right about now. So, remember, there's some spots in South Central Jamaica that you want to go. Places like Misha's the right spot in Sierra District. That's a big deal right there. Also, do you remember places like, let's get that up here. Places like Pop Rock Seafood, that bar. It's a beautiful place to be. You don't want to miss dinner. If you're in the area, just go there. Tell them that I sent you. They'll give you a discount. I guarantee it. But check it out. Pop Rock is kicking. So that's in Prospect District. So, and also, if you're in South Central Jamaica, you want to also check out Bowles Fish Stop. Bowles Fish Stop is amazing. And he's got the oval boot. So that's a beautiful place to be. You can be outside or inside, wherever you want to be. It's a beautiful atmosphere there. And you got to check him out whenever you're in South Central Jamaica. So check out Bowles Oval and also Bowles Fish Stop whenever you're there in South Central Jamaica as well. These are places that you go that I'm telling you that you can feel comfortable. And places like my place, the Mystic Inn, is also open and ready for you, and also a beautiful place you can enjoy your time in South Central Jamaica. So check it out, ladies and gentlemen. It's amazing to be there. And whenever you are in South Central Jamaica, please remember to stop by and say hi. It's a beautiful thing. And we encourage each and every one to do so. So let's get on to moving on to the next show. So thank you for being here. So let's check this out and play a little instrumental going out. Let's hear something different. Reggaeton. Here we go. All right. right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. This is Naram Promotions, the Real Deal Podcast Show. We say thank you for being a part of the show, and God bless you all. We'll see you at the next show. So, thank you, and we are out, ladies and gentlemen. Naram Promotions is at you.